The most asked question I get is, how do I get my makeup to stay put without separating, without getting oily, or without moving around on the skin? So in this video, I'm gonna go into detail on how to apply your makeup in order for it to last 12 plus hours. So the first thing that I always like to start off with is my skincare. Once you handle the texture of your skin underneath your makeup can last 8 plus, 12 plus hours. And the way you prep your skin is literally the main factor that determines how long your makeup lasts. So the first thing you always want to do is make sure that you're using products that are formulated for your skin type. If you have dry skin, you want to use products that are moisturizing because your skin is going to absorb the moisture. And if you have oily skin, then you want to avoid a lot of products that contain oils. Instead, you want to opt for hydrating products or even like mattifying products that help to really keep and control the oils on your skin. So the first thing I like to do is I like to get rid of all the previous skincare, all the dirt, impurities on the skin. So I always use a facial pad before applying any makeup on. That is going to help clean your skin. And you want to do this after cleansing your skin. So for the facial pad, I like to go in with this Pacifica Glow Baby Brightening Heel Pads. These are super helpful in getting you a really nice clean base. And I also love these because they have chemical exfoliants as well. So AHAs and BHAs are really great for your skin. And as you can see, this is all the previous dirt that builds up on my skin over time. So it's always great to make sure to remove this so that the surface of your skin is really nice and healthy and it has like a really nice smooth texture. So after using the peel pad, I like to go in with a serum. I love using a serum because it's very nourishing for your skin. So it provides your skin with all the nutrients that your skin needs when you have makeup so that you're actually feeding your skin without stripping it of all the nutrients. A really good serum would be like a hyaluronic acid serum. So I like using this one by OSEA. This is the Hyaluronic C Serum. It's a very fast absorbing serum. So when you're applying it on your skin before makeup, it's good because your skin absorbs it so quick so you're ready to apply the makeup on. And the serum also helps to keep your skin hydrated. Moisturizer is literally the key and the most important aspect in getting your makeup to last longer on your skin. You need a really good moisturizer in your skincare collection. I like to use a moisturizer that protects my skin, especially if I'm wearing makeup, and also one that helps to replenish my skin's barrier. A moisturizer that I've been absolutely loving is this OSEA Advanced Protection Cream. Because I have dry skin, and especially during the winter when my skin gets extremely dry, I have to use a really thick and creamy moisturizer, and this moisturizer does exactly that. It's clinically proven to help increase hydration by 112%, and it has so many beneficial ingredients such as Andaria seaweed, which helps to replenish the skin's barrier, and it also has DPHP, which is a plant-derived amino acid. I use this cream during the day and for my nighttime skincare routine. Literally, my skin feels super smooth. It feels really hydrated, very supple, and just super moisturized, which I absolutely love. So definitely check out this moisturizer by OSEA. And for a limited time, you can get 10% off with my code LJ_ADV. And I want to give a huge thank you to OSEA for partnering with me in this part of today's video. After applying moisturizer on, I like to let my skincare sit on my skin for at least like 30 minutes to an hour. This is literally going to help your skin absorb all these products. So what I like to do is I like to go take a shower or eat some breakfast if I'm doing my makeup, just to let my skincare sit on my skin for a while. After that, you want to go in with prepping your skin with a good primer. Primer is a product that helps to seal moisture onto your skin, and it also helps to adhere the makeup onto your skin so that it stays put all day long without moving. So there's so many primers out there, expensive primers and also very affordable primers, but my favorite primer that I find works really well for all skin types is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I've been using this for years and it's literally my favorite. I recommend it to all skin types because it's a hydrating primer, it's oil free, and it's a gripping primer, so it helps your makeup grip onto your skin all day long. So you want to apply a very small amount to your skin and evenly distribute it across your face. Because this is a gripping primer, you want to pat it in instead of swiping it, because you're going to move around the skincare products, which you don't want. So this primer is literally very sticky, so this is really what's going to help grip that makeup. And because it's very sticky, the makeup is going to stay put without moving around on your skin. So next, after applying a primer, I like to go in with the setting mist. So this is also the Milk Hydro Grip Setting Mist. So you want to give this a good shake first to make sure you're mixing all the products together before spraying it on your face. I feel like these two pair up well together, so after applying the primer, I like to mist my face. This is going to help lock in all those products that I've put on my skin. It's going to help create that barrier between all the skincare products I've applied and the makeup, so that all that is locked in before I go in with foundation. So now our skin is ready and prepped, so it's time to go in with foundation. So if you are struggling with getting your makeup to last on long, you want to find a good foundation that does not move, it doesn't smudge, it doesn't transfer. And a really good foundation is this Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. So the shade that I use is 6W2 Nutmeg. So you definitely want to use a small amount and build up the coverage. You don't want to go in with too much. So I like to go in with enough to help cover up my discoloration, so about 1 pump. And I'm just blending it out, and I'm blending it out downwards to really help blend it with my skin and all the primers and stuff that I applied. Literally, you need this in your collection if you struggle with getting your makeup to last on, because this foundation will not move on your skin. I've tested out this foundation for 12 hours and it literally lasted on my skin 12 hours without moving. So I would highly recommend this foundation. And as you can see, because I've applied all those products on my skin, the foundation just applies so much smoother on the skin without creating any patches on the skin. And because this foundation is a long-lasting foundation, I like to apply it under my eyes as well to help cover up the discoloration, because it's a foundation that tends to not move on my skin. So this is what the foundation looks like. It looks a little bit oily right now, but that's how it is. But once it settles on your skin, it dries down matte and it stays like that all day long. So if it appears a little bit oily at first, all you need to do is just apply all your other products, and before you know it, the foundation is going to dry down on your skin. Alright, so next I'm going to go ahead and apply concealer, and for concealer I'm going to go in with the Kosas Revealer Concealer. I love this concealer because it's very lightweight, light coverage, and super easy to blend on my skin. So the shade that I use is 08. So typically I like just focusing my concealer at the center of my face, and I like going in with the lightweight, light coverage concealer because I went in with a full coverage foundation, so it's better for me to apply something a little bit more subtle so that my makeup won't cake up and will last longer on my skin. So I'm just gonna go in with the beauty blender and blend it out. And you want to let this concealer settle on your skin for a few minutes to get a little bit tacky so that the sponge does not completely absorb the concealer. And then now I'm gonna go in with a cream contour. So I'm gonna do this before setting my skin. So I'm gonna use the NYX Wonder Stick. This is in the shade Deep. And one thing I like to do with my contour stick is apply it directly on the applicator instead of applying it directly on my skin. I feel like that causes harshness. So applying it directly on the brush and then going in and contouring gives you more of a softer contour. So I just like to apply this in circular motion on my cheekbones to help create that shadow. So now that you've applied all your cream products, you want to go in with setting powders to set all these liquid products. And the first type of powder I like to use is a mattifying, lightweight pressed powder to set your foundation. So I like going in with this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder. I literally use this all the time to set my foundation. It's a very natural veil powder, so it doesn't cake up on your skin. It literally just helps to set that foundation. So I like to focus it only on the areas that I applied foundation. I also like to dab a little bit on top of that contour to set that cream contour. I also like to focus this on my forehead area. This is going to help set that contour and the foundation on my forehead just to make sure that it's not shiny. Then the most important thing to set is your concealer, because concealers tend to crease more than anything else on your skin. So you want to find a good setting powder. One that I love is this Wet n Wild Photo Focus setting powder in the shade Banana. I like this because it's very veil, very translucent on the skin, so it doesn't really add any coverage on your skin. It feels very comfortable, it's not drying under your eyes, and it's really easy to blend on the skin. So I like to just dip that powder with the sponge that I use for the concealer, press it at the back of my hand to get rid of all this excess powder that's going to cake up under your eyes if you don't get rid of it, and then just lightly go under my eyes. And you want to just press it until it blends out. This is going to really help put that powder under your eyes so that your concealer is set. I also like to place this powder on my chin area because I applied concealer around that area, and this area also tends to be really oily. So if you have oily skin, especially on your T-zone area at the center of your face, you definitely want to add that translucent powder on your chin as well as your forehead area. Sometimes we use additional powder to touch up your makeup. It just adds additional coverage, making your makeup more cakey. So you definitely want to avoid using powder with coverage to touch up your makeup. Instead, you want to have a good blotting powder. So blotting powder is usually a white clear powder that helps to touch up your makeup. I have about 3 in my collection that are really good. So one of them is this RMS Beauty blotting powder. This is really perfect for really oily skin because it really helps to lock in those oils so they don't peek through, and it helps to absorb excess oils on your skin. So this is a really nice product to have inside your makeup bag. Next is the By Terry blotting powder. This one is very small. This one is hydrating, so it's great for combination skin. So if you don't really have too many oils but you need a blotting powder to help touch up a few parts of your face. And lastly, we have the Fenty Beauty blotting powder, which is honestly really good for all skin types. This one is not as oil absorbing as the RMS one. This one is a little bit more like coverage. It does fade off a little bit over time, which is my least favorite, but this RMS one is the best blotting powder that you can ever have in your collection. But if you still struggle with makeup separating on your skin, then you definitely have to watch this video right here, because in this video I break down exactly how to prevent that from happening. Once again, I want to give a big thank you to OSEA for partnering with me in today's video. I'll leave the link in the description box down below with all the details. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, but other than that, I will see you guys in my next video.
KLJ, welcome to a channel where it's poppin'.